A mace would be perfect. And he takes it, just hefting it around.
Use it in the name of Xanatos, Alios.
Yeah.
He would have wanted someone to fight undead with it.
I think that's an excellent idea, right? And he's chatting some more excitedly with Fuzzballs or something. Right?
Come to think of it, if you're thinking of turning those mines into a money-making thing for these fellers, I'm sure some rich somebody somewhere would pay a lot for somebody like that to guard their door.
And it would certainly be highly dishonorable. And I think I would kill you as soon as you took off the ring.
You were going to say? You don't.
It might well help with mining of the gold to have these shapers around to move some of the rock out of the way, perhaps.
I'm already convinced of the beneficial effects for the golden mines, our mines, of having the shapers here. But I actually want to make sure that we do what's best for them, right? Not necessarily what's best for our town. Right? So.
I'd say confusingly.
What?
They always like, well, if you want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Funny, he doesn't have that consideration for us.
Right, exactly. By the way, something else has been going on here. I've noticed on your character sheet you've not been marking off the stone arrows that you're using.
I haven't been using any stone arrows. I've used no stone arrows.
Wait. So
you used at least 2 or 3.
Yes, exactly, because there have been times where you've had no other arrows to fire. You only had 15 arrows total. And there have been times that you've dipped more than the thing you use. And not only that, the stone arrows are the only ones that are ready. They're the only ones you can use in combat. Thank you very much. Now, it turns out, Nina's dead body had a bunch of stone arrows on it. So I'm simply going to assume that you've replenished that up to your 10, and also other stuff, and then we'll start here at 10. But make sure that you keep track of them. These are valuable.
Let me do it. I'm going to move the Stone Sheen arrows into the pack, and I'll keep the other ones.
Okay, very good. Perfect. Okay, let's do that way. So Strick also, after now he's been chatting also with Radcliffe and a little bit more with Jeremiah and also like, well, does anybody else have any of these Stone Sheen weapons? I would pay some good money for Stone Sheen weapons too.
Right. Well, now that you mention it, I take out my light hammer that's been Stone Sheen.
Yeah. I got one. You don't need that light hammer.
I got 3 light hammers.
You've got 3 light hammers. Only one of them is Stone Sheen.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that's correct. So what do you need?
So this is worth like 1 copper. This is worth 1 copper. This is worth 500 gold.
Excellent.
They all do basically the same damage in combat except against undead.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Very good, very good.
I only owe 650.
Well, I really like something bigger, but I guess a light hammer would do. I mean, really is the point that it's bypassing defensive more than anything else than the actual damage it is doing. Yeah. And then Troy speaks up. It's like, well, I've got a larger hammer. I've got a war hammer. That's something less. Oh, I pay 500 gold pieces for the war hammer. And Troy is like, well, I guess that's a good deal.
You don't have to give up your sword,
Troy, but we can probably restart the Stone Sheen making facility.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it belongs to the Gordeshi. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'd have to pay 500 gold pieces for it then.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, we saved their asses. They can free Stone Sheen.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this Conpolo guy is like the guy who started up the Walmart of the Gordeshi thing. He was like, oh, business opportunity. Right? Anyway, so Detroit parts with her warhammer.
And Odin's like, oh, you can use just. Oh wait, no, you can't.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, perfect. Okay, so do you want to try and unload your light hammer too?
Well, if it's going to get 500 knocked off.
I'm going to get 500 knocked off of it. It's a little warhammer. It's a little light hammer. Oh, yeah, it's a little light hammer. I'm sorry, it's a little light hammer. Exactly. No, it would 450. It would be 300 gold.
300 gold?
Exactly. Yeah, what? And
sure.
Yeah, Magazine, of course. Yeah, Magazine.
300 off, huh?
300. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
500 for him, 300 for me. It's like, too bad I didn't get the fighter to buy for me.
Yeah. By the way, there's also a Stone Sheen dagger. All right, but Troy wants to hold on to that, and it turns out that would only sell for 100 gold pieces anyway. It has to do with the weapon class, the various things are. Okay, now I'm assuming, though, I mean, we can of course do whatever the heck we want here. I'm assuming that this money is going towards the general party pool, and that it will be split appropriately, as opposed to Troy getting 500, Tears getting 300, and whatever. Whoever included Xanatos' body quickest, also getting 500.
That's a horrible way of putting it.
Fine, party treasure it is.
Okay, so then the question is, who's keeping the party treasure? Right.
Well, does everybody
The
have
paladin won't be me.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
There you
They're
go.
trustworthy.
Oh, okay.
But I was going to say, do we want to apply this to debt right away?
Yeah, we should probably just apply this to debt right
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in the negative numbers here, I think.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
So-
Put that right away.
If we got
Okay, so
800,
that's a 1,300 gold right there. And there are, wow.
now.
Eight of you.
We're still quite far.
Yeah, that's me. That's gonna hurt. I don't know how to do that.
There's 7 of those.
Eight into five. Yeah, exactly.
well, if there's 1,300.
Yeah, so maybe she should sell off the dagger so that it'll be 1,400, and at least that's easily divisible by 8. I know what it'll be. Perfect, excellent. So what'll happen is we'll sell off the remainder of Nina's arrows. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's 1,400.
For 200?
Yeah, exactly. For what? No, for 100 gold pieces. Actually, it shouldn't even go for 100 gold pieces. It should be much cheaper than that. But it doesn't matter because that's 1,400, and that's a very nice number. So we'll do it that way. Okay. So everybody gets 175 gold pieces.
Now we're applying
So
for
we can
debt.
just
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want with it. But if you want to apply for it, do that. Apply for it, do that.
You know, I actually think I want that money because I want to get change. I want to get better.
Yeah, and
Ooh, now people are thinking about it.
Actually.
Yeah, oh, and now I get some spells, and I get some other stuff.
Fine, I'll go shopping with my
Can I get
175.
that can I get the 100 as we're
What?
like a 17 platinum and then
Actually, no. So the 175 gold pieces we're going to assume is actually 175 gold pieces.
Okay.
The main reason being that, so money changing incurs a cost when you switch money back and forth between things. And the people paying you wouldn't be paying you out of just raw platinum or something.
I'm going straight to Freda. If you can use this to build a new weapon for me, I have no use for.
Hey, hold it. Hold it.
What?
yeah, but
Why is the golem getting money? No.
Oh! He's slave class. Whoa!
he's also going into
I'm also owing
debt. So he's just as sentient as any of us. The only difference for him being that.
Really, I don't care about debt and this whole indenture thing. So if you tell me to kill Strick, I'll kill him.
You'll try.
I'd rather not have to resort to such things. And he was very.
Well, I think you should get the money. You should get his share, so that because you'll know how to spend it wisely. And he doesn't know society. Like I said, he doesn't care about money. So you can pay off his debt, take the extra money, and do whatever you might need to.
Odin, would you mind such an arrangement? Would you trust me to handle the money equitably for you?
I would rather give it to the Shapers, but if
You
want
can order him to
give
trust
to
you.
then I have no choice.
Wait. What was that last one?
I would rather give it to the Shapers.
Rather give it for a new weapon.
For them and for a new weapon.
Well, I think the Shapers won't be in dire need of money for much longer. And in terms of a weapon for you, you should consult with them about it and see what they say.
I have consulted.
And what did they say?
They said they'd work on it.
Sure, excellent. Then sounds like a plan. We'll give it to them.
Okay, excellent, very good. So you give the money to the Shapers, to Frida, blonde. And during all of this,
For the purpose of constructing a weapon for Odin.
How much?
Well, yeah, that and, whatever.
You
part
should,
of it.
like-
Okay.
He should at least pay his debt off. But
Well, his debt's actually much smaller than all the rest of ours, right?
I know, that's why he can pay his debt and then give the rest to the Shapers.
Yeah.
I'm also low on medkits.
His debt's
With maybe a couple more, I would be.
What?
Sure.
390.
Well, so Frida's talking to you. She said, really the biggest we have to do right now is you have to get the
It should
money
be
operational.
200.
Which we should probably easily be able to do in a week. Is that right? And at that point in time, we should be able to manufacture med kits. We should be able to get started on a lot of the other different rounds and ammunition that you have and all sorts of stuff. So we'd be happy to do that. Right. And so during this entire time, King Voldo's been trying to figure out like
I can see
conversion
it's right under
because
this
there was the
one.
currency that they used way back in Gordesh.
You're right.
In Gordesh, right? And he's like trying to figure out what is this gold stuff that you guys keep using and blah, blah, blah. And then he actually asked a very naive question. So 500 gold pieces, is that a lot? I mean, is that a good price for various other things? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, that's a lot. Okay. It's like, so I mean, what would that be equivalent to? Well, it'd be equivalent to 50 guys laboring for an entire year. Okay. It's like, that's a good price. Like, yeah, that's right, very good. And he's sitting down and he's thinking about it. It's like, well, we can crank that up, you know, whatever. Oh, very good, very good. This could be cost effective. This could actually work out. Yeah. Okay. So, something else that I'll mention was that there was 10 items worth of Stone Sheen in that little cone. And 7.5 of it was ruined by various people by doing different types of things. And so I'm not going to make any comments about treasure or other types of stuff or how much money you guys would have at this point in time. So that comment is not going to be made. So then Kimbolo asks you guys a question, right? Which is, we've been noticing that there have been lots of things that are going around the town and we want to understand them, right? One of them is that it looks like you guys are building fortifications, right? So he understands fortifications. So you guys have been building a palisade for the last couple of weeks, or last week or so, right? And it's only been a week, for the last week or so, right? And it's like, we've got these competitors, and they've got a colony, and then they're having trouble with some lizard things, and blah, blah, blah. So he basically goes through the riot act of what's going on. And so we don't know what's going on, so I just want to have some defenses just in case something freaky happens. So it's very sound, Okay, then there's this other stuff that's been going on around the town which we don't understand. Okay, right? Jeremiah Bloom has been going around and whatever, getting food and then making it's just for the festival. Right? They continue to do all 3 seconds. So Jeremiah's like, that's for the festival that we're having. The dance party and the day fest and all sorts of stuff. It's like, so what is this thing you're doing? Well, it's like it's a celebration. You get together and you have fun, right? And Convolo is just like, wow, we've been fighting undead for so long that we've forgotten that what people do is they get together and they have fun. And it's that moment that you realize, good God, the life that these people must have been leading near the end of the days of their empire. Like everything must have been just devoted towards.
No wonder turning to stone probably seemed like a good option.
Exactly. There you go. Woo-hoo. It could have been the preferable option at that juncture. Okay. So, well, there you go. Anything you guys want to talk about or ask about?
Nope, nothing coming
Oh,
up.
what?
Strict understands they can move through stone?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's been governed very certain types of things. And also, it's pretty apparent because the entire time so there's multiple things that have been going on. Casimo's been writing, they've been talking, they've been doing all sorts of other stuff, and they've taken their stuff and just scrawled right into stone, directly into stone, put their hands through stone or something. Whatever. Not even noticing. Who cares? Whatever. Exactly.
So where is this training that you have to shape stone to your desires comes from? Is it magical in nature? How do you have this ability?
Well, okay, it's definitely so. Frida is actually describing this now. Well, it's definitely magical in nature. All Gordeshi have the capability with which to meld through stone, pass through stone. Only a few of them have the capability with which to actually shape stone, and they're almost always female. And it takes years with which to draw out the ability to change the natural meld ability into a shaping ability. Okay? And then, of course, there's varying degrees of it. So very powerful shapers do different types of things with stone. And the executor, who was not only a shaper, but also a powerful wizard, and also other things as well, was able to do amazing things with stone devices, magical creation, that we wouldn't be able to do. In fact, we would not be capable. It was mentioned before that that having undead destructors, more undead destructors, would be a good thing. We are not capable of making undead destructors without the executor. Right? We can make the individual parts, and we know how to do all that. We've been doing all that, right? But only the executor was able to impart, the animation to create the construct, and we don't know how to do that. Right.
So executor wasn't able to return to her body. She sacrificed herself to awaken.
Yes. By the way, at the end of the entire thing, we can assume that Convola would check even if you guys would. The thing is, so it turns out the executor's body has been completely, it's gone. Okay. It turned back to flesh and all sorts of other stuff. But all of those nicks and gashes and all this great other stuff, so she was torn to shreds. So she, even if her spirit did go back to her body and all this other stuff, there was no body there for her a live body for her to go back to. Okay, so
Did we ask about that minor statue that we found up that thing? Did it convol and nothing about?
that's right. Yeah, that wasn't one of the normal miners and all this other stuff.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Stop
I'm drinking out of that. Thank you very much.
That was mine.
That was yours? That was fine. Thank you very much.
See, one is for drinking, one is for playing.
Right, exactly. And not the one that he's drinking out of this one.
Right.
Okay, so,
You would want to put.
so it's the next day. Now we have 2 questions.
Oh wait, what did Freya say about making me one?
Frida said that they certainly
Oh.
want. Correct. Yeah, we think we've got some ideas for design, but once again, we can't do anything until we bring the mine back online. Bring the facilities back online. Okay, 2 questions now. 2 questions. There are 2 people in the party that don't have to worry about training. You don't have to worry about training because you're not actually training. You have to train, but you have the nighttime. So unlike the other schleps in the party, who gets to do one thing and one thing only that day, train, you guys can do other types of things, additional types of things during the day, and during the night.
Sleep.
You don't sleep, exactly. So is there anything in particular that you want to do during the day while everybody's training? Okay, very good. Okay, so you check out the woodlands or something. You do shaman stuff.
Yeah, I probably will check out the lands.
Okay, very good. Okay.
I'll see if Odin wants to come on.
Odin is actually training during the day, by the way. So Odin's free time is going to be during the nighttime while everyone else is asleep.
Couldn't I just keep training during that?
No, you need someone with which to train from. Okay, that's the thing.
Tell him you should head by training.
Exactly.
So I'm
Okay.
all sweaty waiting on.
No sweating, exactly. Okay, so you're really hungry after. No. Okay, so do you want to do anything in particular during the night?
Who's awake?
What?
Who's awake?
Goliath 49.
He's loads of fun to the party.
Okay, let's do
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna ask him about what I don't remember. See if he can fill me in.
And he can't understand a word you're saying. So, in fact, that would be a rather amusing scene. So, Goliath, could you tell me about blah, blah, blah of ancient Gordeshi? Thought bubble. What the hell is this guy saying?
So how am I doing on loading Gordeshi, by the way?
You're doing just as well